Well, I did a freaking postmates order, and I tell you, I shut it off right afterwards. They don't tell you how much money you're going to make. And I went to this place off of Silver Lake, well, near there, and I had to wait in line. But that's not a big deal, right? But what the big deal is, I check for the straw, person gives me attitude, I'm like, well, geez, I told him, like,
turn left onto
a
South
delivery driver gets in trouble.
Turn right onto West 8th Street.
If he doesn't have a straw. And then he gets all attitude-ish and shit. Because, you know what I mean, he's up near Hollywood or whatever. And
turn right onto
and
West
then
8th
the
Street.
straw is not plastic. Not a big deal. You're saving the world. That's cool. But it's not wrapped. I'm like, dude, I didn't say nothing, but I didn't give the straw to the customer. You don't know who has accidentally touched those freaking straws. Secondly, he didn't have gloves on, and he touched the freaking straw. And so since he touched the straw without the gloves, well,
continue
he's
on West
handling
8th
money,
Street
right?
for 2 miles.
So if you're handling money, and you're not wearing gloves, and then you're going to touch the straw that doesn't have a covering or wrap around it, then that person, the customer, is going to stick it in their drink and drink it. Fuck that. Dude, that's fucking stupid, man. It's not my job to make sure that the freaking order is done right. You know what I mean? Don't give me attitude because you haven't got done with mine yet. And then you're moving on to the next customer as if I'm interrupting. Well, get the first one done right. You know what I mean? I shouldn't have to double check to see if you have everything. So I delivered it, and the customer, I didn't give the story to the customer, but I just sorry about the straw. The straw wasn't wrapped. And she said she didn't care. So cool. You know what I mean? But yeah, it just food safety. You know what I mean? Don't be touching stuff that's going to go in someone's food if you don't have gloves and you haven't changed your gloves. When you've touched money, change your gloves before you touch the food or anything that's going to go inside of food, which is going to be consumed. It's not that tricky, man. It's not really rocket science, man. Just like the germs that are in your hand are now touching a straw that doesn't have a wrapper around it. And then it's going to go in someone's food. It's common sense, man. It's just, fuck Postmates. I'm not doing that. I understand why $3.50, I mean, Jesus, DoorDash has some $3.50 ones. But most of the DoorDash that I have seen are like $5 to $10. So, I mean, screw Postmates, man. Yeah, screw that. Screw having to wait in line when that's one thing that in the area that I typically do, DoorDash, man, you don't have to wait in line. The restaurant will usher you and you pick up your stuff immediately. You know what I mean? Yeah, screw that. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that shit, dude. I'm not doing Postmates. Fuck that. That's just my rant for the day. I'm on my way to Sprouts. I kind of got a little bit impatient about waiting for work, so I decided to do an experiment with the old Postmates, and I remember why I stopped doing Postmates. You know what I mean? It's just a secret. You don't know how much you made until afterwards. Cool, man. Cool. You know what I mean? I don't know why people do Postmates when you don't know what you're making beforehand. That's a stupid way to do it, and I understand why they do it, so you can accept all your, whatever, dude. I mean, I do like how there's not a shift, okay? There's not a shift. That's a positive. Because with DoorDash, you have to sign in, then I'm often ending the dash a lot of times. So sometimes I want to do just a dash in between. You know what I mean? That's ideally what I'd want to do. Kind of like, You know what I mean? So, yeah, not a big deal, but yeah. Crazy. I'm going to Sprouts. I think there's only 18 items. Sometimes it's the lower amount of items that are the trickiest, though. It's deceiving like that. Even with Amazon. Oh, I only got like 20 packages to deliver. Holy crap, how did it take 3 hours? Oh, geez, 35 packages. Huh, got it done in 2 hours. Holy crap. It's just the way it is. So, it's not a big deal. But yeah, that's just like food safety, man. There's COVID going around. And you've got to be paranoid about the contact of items that is going to be in someone's food, man. Common sense. And I didn't rage out on the guy. But I'm like, yeah, delivery drivers get in trouble if they don't have a straw. You know what I mean? I get the 1 star for that. You know what I mean? So just, practice a little bit of common sense. Doing your job. I don't touch the food. And I don't touch the food for a reason. Because I don't have gloves on. I always have the alcohol in my car. Or the sanitizer. But still, I don't have gloves on, man. I'm not going to touch the straw that doesn't have a wrapper on it, since you don't want to put it in the bag for me and you just put it on the thing there. Whatever, dude. It's just stupid, man. Right. I'm not taking liability for that. You know what I mean? I don't touch the food. That's just what I don't do, because I don't have gloves on, and you want to make it so it goes directly from the food preparer to the person's mouth. So in between that period, you want to limit points of contact. You do not want to touch anything that's going to go inside the food, which then contaminates the food, which then goes into the mouth. So therefore, digging through the person's order and with your hands is dangerous, because it's a point of contact. And therefore, the person can get sick. And I'm the delivery guy. I'm not working for the restaurant. It's not my job to prepare your food for you. It's just not, man. It's like if I was a tractor-trailer truck driver, I would want to get paid if I was the one to unpack the stuff. And if that's part of your job, well, then you're getting paid for it. But if you're getting paid to drive, and now all of a sudden you're unloading the truck, well, you can be kind of like, cool, man, I'll do it for free. Or you can be like, well, that's a different job, and I should get paid for it, right? So, yeah, that's kind of another issue, too. It's like, I'm not the food preparer. So, but yeah, I was kind of surprised that no glove, and man, I'm gonna have to look at my dash cam. I don't even think he had a freaking mask on.
Turn left onto South Crenshaw Boulevard.
So, I don't know, but he definitely didn't have any gloves on. That freaking drove me crazy. He'd given me attitude.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto West Olympic
your
Boulevard.
attitude, man. I'm not interrupting. You haven't got done with me yet. So therefore, you get done with the customer before you go on to the next one. And you can't freaking put in a straw. And it's like, I can't trust you to do your job and put in a straw. But the area that I typically work,
take the next right onto West Olympic Boulevard,
is pretty good. They're really good at it. Good to the point where I can almost assume, you know what I mean?
Continue on West Olympic Boulevard for 1 mile.
Sprouts. But I think this is like a $15 order. Yeah, the orders aren't what they were yesterday. But the day has just begun. And I don't want to deal with the parking here, man, for doing DoorDash. The area I typically work is Irvine, and that area, Newport Beach area, there's parking there. You can pull up, and you can deliver. So it's better that way. I don't have to worry about getting a ticket, you know. The old ticket is the old ticket. It's like $70 or more here. So therefore, but yesterday was good. I did 4 deliveries, made $147. Freaking Postmates. I don't know why people do Postmates when you don't know how much you make it. And I remember back in the day, I would do like 7 deliveries, like 2 hours, no hiccups at all, and then I'd see $18 made, and I'd be like, what the hell, $18? I just did like 7 nonstop. Yeah, screw that. Screw that. Not doing that.
Turn left onto South Highland Avenue, then slight right onto Edgewood Place.
Looks like I'm Psychic Ruby. There you go. Thank you for stopping and not running the yellow. In other states where they're not used to people being in the middle of the intersection on an open green,
take the next right on
you got to be careful.
Place.
If you're a California driver and you go to Massachusetts and you're in the middle, which is perfectly fine, the motherfucker's going to run the yellow. And they're going to hit you.
Feet, turn left onto South La Brea Avenue.
Here they're better at that because they understand. So you got to be careful. Because if you don't go into the middle of the intersection, you're not going to make the turn. You have to go in the middle of the intersection, and then when it turns yellow, or you have a chance to go, then you go. Then it's your turn.
Turn left onto South La Brea Avenue.
So yeah, in other states, different people just don't know about that, especially in the country area, like in Massachusetts. Yep, you got to be careful. But the intersections in Massachusetts can be big. The ones in Boston can be bigger. And then often you have like 5 roads that are going into the intersection. And yeah, then you have all these lines. You have to definitely pay attention to where you need to go before you start to go into the intersection in Boston. So, yep.
In a quarter mile, your destination will be on the left.
Part of the fun of driving. Today, yeah, there was a freaking couch on the highway blocking a lane. I was like, holy crap, man, a freaking couch. I called 911. I didn't know who to call. I'm like, hey, that would be a 911 situation pretty soon in the morning and blocking one of the lanes, especially where everyone's flying trying to get to work. So yeah, I just told 911, I'm like, hey, there's a couch blocking a lane. So naturally, someone's gonna try to avoid it, get hit, someone's gonna slow down, get rear-ended, someone's gonna hit the damn couch. You know what I mean? It's a potential 911 situation. So I'm driving. I don't have the time to look through the numbers. And I didn't even know exactly where I was. I knew I was on the 5 going north and right before exit 12. You know what I mean?
Your destination is on the left.
So therefore, I called 911. They're not going to bust me for wrongful use of 911 services. Hopefully I don't have to pay for parking. That would fucking piss me off. my vehicles got egged real bad, so it's really cool that I use New Finish, because the New Finish is definitely pretty cool. The New Finish saved the paint from getting all destroyed, so that's why I love New Finish. And now it looks like this is a Target parking lot. Where's the Sprouts? Oh my God. I'm gonna go crazy. I mean, I saw Sprouts right there, and I entered the building where I saw Sprouts. Come on, man. I do not need this kind of crap in my life, man. What the fuck? Oh my God. Freaking A, dude. I have to freaking go around the building just to make sure. Maybe Sprouts is in here. God damn it, man. What the fuck, man?
GPS signal lost.
Well, I think I'll just use this parking. Yeah, might as well. Why not? Yeah, plus I see the Sprouts right there. There's a cart for Sprouts right there, so I'm gonna find out here. So I'll let you guys go, and I appreciate you guys watching my videos. That's really cool. I get spoiled with my camera, man. My 360 camera takes the guesswork out where your car is. Makes me a worse driver. Can't turn it freaking off, man.